Good morning once again. So I hope many of you have joined the lecture now, only 21. Okay. How many were there in the previous lecture, girls? How many students were there in the previous lecture? Okay. What was the last point? Can anyone tell me?
Incidence matrix.
Incidence matrix, right. Okay, so have you understood it, incidence matrix? You want some more
Yes,
example? You want one more?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us have one more example where we will write both the matrices, adjacency as well as incidence matrix. Okay, and then you should be able to do that. Okay, so let us have a pseudograph again. There should not be any confusion in your mind. Okay, regarding loops and parallel edges while writing the matrices. Yes, so write adjacency and incidence matrix for the following graph of the following graphs. So I'm giving you two examples. One I will solve with you. Second one is your homework. The age names are given by numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so draw these two graphs quickly. Yes, adjacency matrix, will you try, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm just duplicating this page. So I will erase this whole thing. I'm just stopping sharing for some time. You have drawn the first graph?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so try it on your own. Just give me 5 minutes. Yes, finished. Yes, girls. Yes, what is the adjacency matrix? A of G. This is graph G. How many vertices it has?
5.
5.
A, B, C, D, E. So you have to write them row wise and column wise. I'm revising because many of you were absent in the last class, right? Yes. So first row, A to A, there is no edge. A to B, A and B are adjacent. You have to ask the question. A is adjacent with which vertices? B and C. Okay, with B and C, how many edges are there? With B, there is only one edge. With C, there are two edges. So you will write 2 here, correct? How many times A is adjacent with C? How many times A is adjacent with C?
2 times.
2 times. So you have to write that number 2. So if the graph is simple graph, then the adjacency matrix will consist of only zeros and ones. Otherwise, you in multigraph or pseudograph, you may have other numbers. A to D, is there any edge? A and D are adjacent? No. A and E are adjacent? No.
No.
A are adjacent? Yes. BB? No. BC? No. BD? Yes. So wherever you get yes answer, put 1. And how many
Ma'am,
times?
2B is also there, na?
B to B. Yes, yes.
B.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. B to B is there because there is a loop at B. So we have to write 1. B to E? No. C to A? Yes. C to B? No. C to C? No. C to D? Yes. C to E? No. D to A? No. D to B? Yes. D to C? Yes. D to D?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. D to E? Yes. E to A? No. E to B? No. E to C? No. E to D? Yes. E to E? 0. So is it a symmetric matrix? Do you find it symmetric matrix? First row is same as first column, second row same as second column, 2 0 0 1 0 0 4 times 1 0 0 0 1 0. Okay, is that okay, girl?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
a loop contributes 2 to the degree, right?
Yes, yes, but while mentioning the loop in the adjacency matrix, we will not put 2. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
here we are saying that D is adjacent with D how many times? You understand it? D is adjacent with itself how many times? Only once. If there are 2 loops, you will write 2 number. Okay, ये last time भी बताया था. Everyone has written this adjacency matrix. Yes, girls.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm erasing it now and I'm writing now incidence matrix here itself. Yes, so incidence matrix is denoted by Mg or Ig. Row wise you have to write the vertices A, B, C, D and E. Column wise you have to write the edges. So there are how many edges? 8. E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, E8. Okay, I don't have enough space here. Now go column wise. Okay, don't write edges row wise. E1, consider the edge E1. Which are the end vertices of E1?
AB.
AB. So there you put 1. And any edge has only 2 end vertices. Correct? If it is not a loop, it will have distinct end vertices. If it is a loop, the end vertices are same. Okay? Is that correct, girls? So हर एक column में 1 will appear only twice if the edge is not a loop. Yes, E2. Can you tell me column E2?
1 0
E3 same because they are parallel edges, right?
1 0
Yes, yes. Then next E4.
0 1
0, 0, 1,
0
0 1 0 1 0. B and D are the end vertices. E5
0, 2, 0, 0, 0.
0 1 0 0 0
कैसे लिखना है इंसिडेंस मैट्रिक्स में? लूप के लिए क्या बोला है?
2. Yes.
2 बोला है ना. तो लूप कहाँ पे है? E5 is a loop at which vertex? B.
B.
So I should write 0 0 0 0 2 0 0 0. Correct?
yes
Next, अगर 2 loops है तो क्या करेंगे? If there are 2 loops, अगर 2 loops है तो क्या लिखना चाहिए वहां पे? 4 लिखना चाहिए. समझा क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, उस एज का नाम अलग होगा. नहीं, 4 नहीं लिखना चाहिए. सॉरी. Should we write 4? No. Because the age name would be different ना. अगर मैं यहाँ पे एक और लूप ड्रॉ करूं तो उसका नाम E5 नहीं होगा, उसका नाम होगा E9. समझा क्या? So it will appear only 2. It will consider only 2 number. Okay, 0 1 और 2. 4 नहीं आएगा. I'm sorry. समझा क्या girls?
yes
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, that will have a different. ये होगा adjacency matrix में. In adjacency matrix, you have to write number of loops. But in incidence matrix, as we are writing age names, and every loop will have a different name. So E9 एक और column बढ़ेगा इसमें और वहां पे 2 number आएगा. So 4 will not appear here. So let me go back to the original graph which I had drawn. This is B and this is E5. E6. What about E6?
0 0 1 1
0 0 1 1 0 because C and D are the end vertices. E7 is again a loop At which vertex it is a loop?
0, 0, 2, 0.
Yes. So 0, 0,
D.
0, 2, 0. D. And E8, D and E, 1, 1.
0, 0.
Yes. Okay. No doubt?
No, ma'am.
Yes. So second problem is your homework. Write adjacency and incidence matrix. From adjacency and incidence matrix, you should be able to draw the graph. Last time I had given such problems, right? Okay. So just check, everyone's diagram may be different, but the adjacency must be preserved. Anyhow, you can draw the graph, but the adjacency must be preserved. Yes. Now let us go to the next point, that is Havel-Hakimi theorem. Havel-Hakimi theorem. Okay. So before doing this theorem, I will put one question. We have seen handshaking lemma, which says that summation of degree of all vertices is twice the number of edges, and the consequence of this, we had another theorem which says that every graph has an even number of odd degree vertices, right? Right, girls?
Yes.
Yes. So now see, from the given degree sequence, we need to check whether the graph is possible. Suppose I tell you that draw a graph with 4 vertices. With 4 vertices, I am making it very small, such that the degrees are 4, 3, 3, 3. Okay, there is one vertex whose degree is 4 and there are 3 vertices of degree 3. So let us try to draw such kind of graph. Okay, so I have to make degree, and the condition is you have to draw a simple graph. Simple graph. So what is the condition in simple graph? What is the condition in simple graph?
A graph without loops and without parallel.
Without loops and parallel edges. Now there are 4 vertices. What can be the maximum degree of any vertex in a simple graph on 4 vertices? Can you tell me? What can be the maximum degree of a vertex in a simple graph on 4 vertices? Yes, girls? Can you tell me this? Huh?
3.
3, क्योंकि वो complete graph होगा, है ना? It will be a complete graph. And if you want beyond that, then naturally either the graph contains parallel edges or the graph contains a loop. Is that clear? Is that clear, girls?
Yes.
Yes. So, is this possible to draw such kind of simple graph on 4 vertices with these degrees? And we can see it is contradicting this, that every graph has an even number of odd degree vertices. Okay? It has 3 vertices whose degree is 3. So such kind of graph is not possible. Every graph has an even number of odd degree vertices. In this complete graph also you can see degree of each vertex is 3 and there are 4 vertices of degree 3. Okay? Clear what I want to say? So this sequence is not graphical. What we say? Sequence is not graphical. Do you understand it? I want your response. Such kind of graph you cannot draw. Such kind of simple graph you cannot draw with this degree sequence. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Okay, so Havel-Hakimi theorem will help us to tell whether the graph degree sequence, given degree sequence is graphical or not. Degree sequence is graphical means you can draw such kind of simple graph or not. Okay, with those possible number of vertices having those particular degrees. So without drawing the graph, now here I have taken only 4 vertices. So I just tried what can I do. But if I give you 10 vertices, 20 vertices, is it a good idea to draw such kind of graph and then conclude your answer whether you can draw or not? Will you try such kind of graph drawing so many times?
No, ma'am.
No. And Havel-Hakimi theorem helps us in that. Okay. It helps us to check whether the given sequence is graphical or not. Okay. So see, this is the statement. All of you write down the statement. This is a simple form. Okay. Actually, the basic thing is this. This is basic one. Okay. So first write this and then write this. Tell me when you finish this. Yes, finished?
No, ma'am.
Come on, be quick. A degree sequence is said to be graphical if there exists a simple graph. Okay, so let us, here it's telling about what do you mean by degree sequence is graphical. If there exists a simple graph, so we are sticking to simple graph, having it as its vertex degrees. The Havel-Hakimi theorem states that if the starting degree sequence is graphical, then the algorithm will succeed in connecting up all stubs without creating any self loops. Now, algorithm means what that we are going to see here, okay? Algorithm we are not going to see, we are going to see these stubs means the subsequences we will have further. We will create the subsequences and ultimately we will reach at something, okay? And then what is the theorem statement? You have to put the given degree sequence into decreasing order. So start with the highest degree, and that degree sequence is graphical if and only if the next degree sequence is graphical, d2 minus 1 comma d3 minus 1 up to the last one. You have to go on subtracting 1 from the second one. If that is graphical, if and only if. So the first one is graphical, then second one is graphical. If second one is graphical, then the first one is graphical. Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let me give you one example of this. Sorry girls, I muted myself. Yeah. So I'm considering these numbers. We want to check now whether this is a graphical sequence or not. Means whether we can draw a graph with 7 vertices. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 vertices with these degrees. There is one vertex of degree 1, 2 vertices of degree 5, 2 vertices of degree 4, 1 vertex of degree 3, 1 vertex of degree 2. Do you understand the problem? Without drawing, we want to see that. Do you understand the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Check whether the following degree sequence is graphical or not. First of all, I have written the numbers randomly. So you have to rearrange the given sequence into decreasing order. Okay? Decreasing order में आपको इसे rearrange करना है. The method is very mechanical. Okay? So 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Do you understand this? Now what is the next thing? What is the next thing? See, this is D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7. Now just go back to the statement. Okay. Let me just go back to this statement. What is the statement says? See, D1 is vanished here, right? We have D1 greater equal D2 greater equal D3 and so on up to Dn. So whatever D1 number is there, you have to cross out D1 and from the next one you have to subtract 1. But this you will do until what? Until D1 plus 1, D1 plus 2 up to Dn means what? Suppose this number is 4. Suppose the first number is 4. Okay. Then for the next 4 vertices you have to subtract 1. Okay. For the next 4 numbers you will subtract 1 and the rest will remain same. Do you understand this? It is not done up to the last vertex. Do you observe this? ये मैंने कहाँ तक किया है देखो. D1 plus 1 minus 1. Okay? Have you understood this? Girls, have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, ये कहाँ तक करना है? जब तक आपके नेक्स्ट 4 वर्टाइसेस तक आप करना है, आपको लास्ट तक नहीं करना है. ये dn वैसे के वैसा रहेगा. Okay, so let us see more in the example. Now see, how many vertices are there? 7. What is the first number? What is the first number?
5.
5, right? So I am cancelling that 5 and from the next 5 numbers I will subtract 1. You understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
So 5 minus 1 will become 4. 4 minus 1 will become 3. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. And this one I am writing as it is. You understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what is the next step? Subtract or cancel this 4. And from the next 4 entries, subtract 1. So 3 minus 1, 2. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. And 1 as it is. Now what has happened? Is this sequence in the decreasing order? यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी, ये डिक्रीजिंग में था. every time check whether the new sequence is in the decreasing order or not. Is this step, ये स्टार वाली स्टेप डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में है क्या?
No, ma'am.
No. So rearrange it. First you rearrange it 2 2 1 1 0. Now again you strike out the first number and from the next two you subtract 1. So this will become 1, 1 minus 1 0, and the next these two numbers will remain as they are. Okay. Again rearrange this sequence into decreasing order. So 1 1 0 0. Now cancel this one and only in this one I will subtract 1. So 0 0 and 0. If you get the last sequence as 0 0 0, the degree sequence is graphical. If there are any negative integers that appear in the new sequence, then the sequence is not graphical. Okay, is that clear? It's very mechanical. So this sequence is graphical. That means you can draw a graph with 7 vertices, okay, where degree of one vertex is 1. Let us try. Degree of 2 vertices is 5. Degree of 2 vertices 4. There is 1 degree 2 vertex. So let me make, suppose I draw this graph. So इसकी डिग्री 5 हो गई अभी. मुझे एक और वर्टेक्स चाहिए जिसकी डिग्री 5 है. ओके, सो 3, इसकी 3 हो गई डिग्री. देन आई वांट 1 वर्टेक्स ऑफ डिग्री 2, ये हो गई. फिर मुझे क्या चाहिए? सिंपल ग्राफ ड्रॉ करना है मुझे. ओके, आई वांट 1 वर्टेक्स विथ डिग्री 2 वर्टाइसेस विथ डिग्री 4. सो ये हो सकता है क्या? कैन आई हैव दिस? सो इनकी डिग्री 4 4 हो गई. एंड आई वांट 1 मोर वर्टेक्स ऑफ डिग्री 5. 1 मोर वर्टेक्स ऑफ डिग्री 5. तो कैसे हो सकता है? आई कैन हैव दिस वर्टेक्स 5 वाला हो गया, तो ये इसकी डिग्री 4 हो गई, तो ये 5 हो गई डिग्री. अभी क्या बचा? विच वर्टेक्स इज रिमेनिंग? 5 वाले 2 आ गए, 4 वाले 2 आ गए,
1.
2 वाला आ गया, 1 और 3 बचा है ना. तो 1 वाला है ना यहाँ पे, 3 नहीं आया. नहीं, इसकी 3 आ गई डिग्री, सॉरी, इसकी डिग्री 3 आ गई. अभी मुझे 4 डिग्री वाला वर्टेक्स चाहिए. तो मैं अगर इन दोनों को ज्वाइन करती हूँ तो इसकी डिग्री बनेगी 4 और इसकी डिग्री बनेगी 3. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड इट? देयर इज नो लूप, देयर आर नो पैरेलल एजेस. प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. देयर आर intersections, but so this is absolutely graphical. You can draw a graph because there are how many odd numbers? 5 5 3 and 1. There are 4 vertices with degree an odd number. Okay, so we will have some more examples on Havel-Hakimi theorem in the next class, girls. Okay.